If you're a business owner who's stuck doing a million different redundant tasks that don't actually make the cash register ring, you need a virtual assistant. Now, I'm guessing since you're watching this video, you already know that, but you just might not know where to find the best VAs or how to hire the best VAs. In this video, don't worry, I'm gonna go over the whole process of how I find VAs for a cheap and good rate. First things first, what you need to do before you search for any VAs or post any job listings is define the actual tasks that your new hire will be doing. So the best way to do this is to do a personal task audit. So what this is, over about 48 hours or 72 hours, you can go through every task that you do inside of your business. You wake up Monday morning at 9 a.m., you start seeing that you're checking emails, write that down. You see that you jump into a client meeting. This is very tedious, but it gives you a holistic view of what you do inside of your business each day. After you figure out these tasks, what you can do is write some sort of loose job description. You can do this with ChatGPT to at least give you a framework or a basis to actually start with. So now that you have the tasks identified, what you need to do is build the instructions on how to actually do this. So if you just hire some random person without the instructions on how to actually do the task, you're going to set yourself up for failure. So what you need to do is you need to create standard operating procedures, or SOPs. These are basically like the instructions or blueprints on how to exactly do the task to get the exact result every single time that you want. So let's say it's social media, you need to go through how you post on Facebook and go through step by step. Okay, step 1 is log into the account. Step 2 is access this page. Step 3 is go into the content library. It needs to be very detailed. So when you put in that talent, they know exactly what they're doing and they can actually help you grow your company instead of just not knowing what to do and just working in a bunch of different directions. It also makes it easier to actually improve these processes. So if someone has an issue, they can say, hey, on step 10, we should do it this way. They'll be able to improve this process over time. Now to the third part, to find college educated VAs. There's a bunch of different sites that you can use. The issue with using a bunch of different sites is you're going to have to sift through all the candidates, sift through all the interviews, make sure they're actually doing skill tests, make sure they're actually who they say they are in order to find the right person for your task. So that's why I suggest someone like VA Tasks, where we handle all of this for you. We hire from Venezuela, we hire from Ukraine, we hire from Southeast Asia. So we have all the bases covered on any type of talent that you would need for the role that you're hiring for. So now that you've found several candidates, what you need to do is schedule 3 to 5 interviews. So you'll be looking at 3 to 5 different candidates, inviting them up for interviews. But what you can do right before that interview is give them some sort of written English test, right? So I have a type form in my company. It's about 50, 60 questions, and the VA actually gets to go through this and choose different idioms, different metaphors, different things that prove they know English, but with some nuance. This is a great way to actually figure out how high of a level someone knows English at. Now, when I jump into the actual interview, something that I do to actually verify that they do know English at a higher level is I joke with them a little bit. I might make a little bit of a sarcastic comment, might joke with them just to kind of see what the reaction looks like. This is also a good culture fit test. So the last thing that I want to hire is someone who doesn't really enjoy their work, or doesn't actually have a happy and cheery attitude. If they're just kind of like, meh, kind of bland, they don't actually enjoy work and they don't actually enjoy jokes, they're not going to actually be a good worker. They're not going to be a good culture fit. So I want to bring someone to the table who has a great attitude for my clients. So now you've successfully interviewed and chosen your candidate. So how do you actually keep them on track? We have the tasks they need to do. We have the exact instructions, but what is that kind of check and balance to keep them on track doing these different tasks? This is where the end of day report comes into play. So every day when the VA goes through the SOP and they're actually doing the task, they will make tallies inside of a Google Sheet, Excel sheet, any sort of tracking area, tracking library, where you can see every day 15 social media posts made, 20 posted, 15 edits made to YouTube videos, and then the hours they worked on those tasks. This keeps them accountable and allows you to see the progress that they're making over time. It also allows you to track hours when you need to come and pay them. Another thing that I want to mention about keeping your virtual assistant on track is the importance of check-ins. So for the first couple of weeks, I recommend meeting with video calls 2 to 3 times a week. This doesn't need to be a 30 or 45-minute meeting. This can just be 10, 15-minute little check-in to make sure they're doing the task correctly, make sure they're hitting KPIs, make sure that this business relationship is working for everyone who's actually involved. So the last part of this video is how much you should pay your virtual assistant. I always recommend paying more than the kind of standard rate inside of the country that they work at. So let's say the standard rate in the Philippines is $4 an hour. I want to pay my VA $6, $7 an hour because that attracts very high quality talent and they want to stay with the company for a long time. If you pay them $2 an hour, they're just going to jump at that next job that gives them $4 an hour. And then suddenly you're going to have to train a whole new employee, go find new candidates, and repeat this whole process over again instead of just paying them $6, $7 an hour from the start and building that deeper relationship with them and having them build into your company. So quickly recap this video, what you want to do from the start is define the actual tasks and responsibilities of this VA. Second, you want to create the SOPs and those instructions. Third, you want to actually locate a bunch of different candidates. Fourth, you want to interview all of these candidates and set up some sort of end of day report reports and check-in so you can verify that they're doing the work and you're reaching the goals. And lastly, you want to pay them above the market wage in their country. That's all for this video. Again, if you want me to make the SOPs, find, vet, and train the virtual assistant custom to your business, hit the first link inside of the description. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to learn more about automating your business with virtual assistants. Thanks for watching. Peace.